much for joining us today. This is your host, Eram Saeed, with the Global Telesummit series From Heartache to Joy. I apologize. We started a couple of minutes late today because I was chatting with our dear friend, Nidhu Kapoor, who has been a speaker, a very loved and adored speaker on FHTJ many, many times. And she and I had not been able to chat in a while, and she had such exciting things to talk about today that she and I started chatting, and I wanted to know more. And I tell you guys, this is going to be such an exciting call. You are going to just love it. She's going to talk about so many important, very important things. So first of all, welcome to the call. Thank you for making time to be here live, because you are not going to regret it. There are some awesome things we're going to be doing on this call live today. For example, you guys know that Nidhu she's known for really orchestrating and architecting, at least as far as I know, she was the first healer who really came up with like these speedster healings where it takes literally seconds or a word or a phrase to clear and obliterate blocks and manifest. It's just always so exciting. So what we're going to be doing today, there's going to be a group process, which is called Ascend Right Away. And then we are also going to take one-on-one calls where she's going to do mini rapid healings with one-word decrees, literally one-word decrees, 1 second shifts, and 1 minute miracles. These are going to be really, really awesome. And a lot of this is going to be focused on money. So our topic for today's call is the fastest path to 5D living. Speak 5D, live in 5D instantly. And that's why we got delayed today, because Nidhu was telling me how there are 2 major blockers that prevent you, literally stop you dead in your tracks from moving into 5D. She's going to talk about what they are, how to get rid of them, what is the number one secret, and there is one. And it's really exciting when you find out what it is, the number one secret that will shift you into 5D with speed and ease. So I'm super excited about what we're going to be talking about today. Here is some of the other stuff that we will cover. Experience ascension on the call, like I mentioned. Know the 2 biggest secrets to ascension. Zip, zap, zoom into 5D in seconds. Know the 2 biggest challenges of 2021 and what to do about them in seconds. Use one-word miracles to heal yourself, your family, friends, pets, plants, and earth in seconds. Release the biggest stopper to better health and greater wealth in seconds. Understand that you may not be blocked. You might be getting stopped. Maybe you are being stopped. Understand the difference and why it's so important and what to do about it. Speak the language of 5D in seconds. Maintain your vibe high so you move above the chaos and noise. All right, those of you that may not have heard Nidhu before, which is surprising, but hey, every day we get new people joining us. You are in for a treat. Moon worker, pain exterminator, clearing expert, and retrograde specialist, Nidhu B Kapoor is owner and sharer of the world's fastest healing modality, the decrees, a new language of 5D where manifestations take place at the speed of thought and word. From cats, dogs, money, plants, plantar fasciitis, PCOD, gout, IBS, relationships with mother, father, boss, friend, sister, brother, mother-in-law, peers, colleagues, studies, focus delays, opportunities, clear gifts, insomnia, weight release, unworthiness, craving, pain, stress, negativity, fear, headaches, chronic projects, weakness, computer glitches, phone issues, electrical outages, entities. We just had a huge electrical outage in Texas. The decrees can be used on anything and anyone, everyone and everything, anytime, anywhere, even in your dreams. This is how cool and exciting her work is. She's a life scientist decoding universal energies of our time. The intuitive planetary reader brings her unique blend of word technology to give you the quickest way to heal, shift, change, and transform your life, your health, and your wealth. To live in 5D, you must understand and speak 5D. Deep and complete healing work takes anywhere from 8 months to 3 years, but with her work, it takes seconds, minutes, weeks, and just a few months. Speedster is her middle name, and thousands of people around the world vouch for her and her work. Prepare for some life-changing, mind-blowing, and heart-opening vibrations with the use of just one single word, including experiencing ascension right on this call today. Welcome, my dear friend. Awesome to have you with us always.
Thank you so much, Eram. I have not been here for a while, and I have missed y'all. And hi, everybody.
Missed you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very exciting to be here. You know, FHTJ is like home. I'm so comfortable here. I love chatting with you. I love saying hi to everybody, and I can't wait to see the kind of shifts that we're going to have, because the first thing that I want to say right up front is that transformation takes place in shifts. So the moment you have a shift, you are already transforming, and that's guaranteed on this call today.
Beautiful. So, Nidhu, we were going to talk about, first of all, 5D. I know people have really been talking about it, and many people feel they understand it, but I really want you to talk about what your understanding of 5D is, what you have found out to be. But before we do that, could you please also talk a little bit about 4D and 3D so people understand the difference?
Absolutely. You know, when we talk about ascension, we immediately start thinking 5D. We know that we're living in 3D. The bridge between 3D and 5D is 4D. 3D is all about the fear-based controlling mind, loudest in our lives through the inner critic, constantly judging us, constantly pushing us to prove worthiness, constantly giving us worst case scenarios. If I have to sum up what living in 3D is, of course it's beautiful. So sorry. It's beautiful because in 3D we also experience the smell of roses and the taste of chocolate. At the same time, as we can see in the world, given what also took place last year, 3D is primarily full of negativities. And two of the biggest negativities are anger and stress. And every woman on this call knows this, and Eram, you know this as well. Anger has been such a misunderstood and misplaced emotion that we have never been able to handle it. We don't know what to do with angry people, so we align to them. We don't know what to do with our own anger. We compress, depress, suppress, oppress, and repress it. And anger is fire in the body. Stress is also heat in the body. When you've lived with a lot of anger and a lot of stress, there's a lot of heat and fires burning in the body. Like everybody.
And that's called pitta energy, right? In Ayurvedic terms?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The pitta energy. It's the biliousness of us. Now, I'll ask you this very simply. You know the answer already. If you have a burning building, are you going to go towards it or are you going to run away from it?
Of course you're going to run away.
And that's what anger and stress do. They repel everything that's positive. And money is such a positive energy. Money makes us feel good. But when we are dealing with anger and stress, that rejection energy that takes place does not allow for us to fully experience who we are, the kind of wealth we could have, the kind of health that we could have. I mean, anger and stress in the body have given rise to cancer, fibromyalgia, IBS, spondylitis, chronic colds, sinusitis, problems in relationships. I mean, that's the worst, right? Like with anger, you're just tiptoeing constantly on eggshells around the person, which means you're constantly living in stress. Now, you might say that when it comes to money, or that you are stressed because you don't have enough money. And I am saying that because you are stressed, there isn't enough money.
Yeah.
You know, the thing with stress is that once upon a time, there was this entire body of work. I mean, there was this stress management, stress release coming out from the four corners of the world. And in the last couple of years, if you've noticed, we hardly bring up stress anymore because it's become such a new normal. It's so perfectly normal for us to be stressed, and some of us are even so addicted to stress that we use stress to take action instead of using inspiration, instead of using motivation. And that's the thing in 3D, where we fulfill our potential only in a limited way because our beginning of the journey is in fear. It's in stress. It's in pressure. It's in tension. And then we wonder why we're not getting the results we want. But stress and anger is that fire in the building. You are not going to be able to attract. You're only going to be repelling it. In 4D, 4D is the place of the heart. 3D is the place of the mind. And the mind only knows how to function in fear-based control games. If you notice, every time you want to step out and do something, there's always this voice in your head, right? You're not worthy, you're not deserving, you can't do this. What makes you think you are better than anybody else? And if your mind doesn't do it, it will manifest somebody in your life, usually a family member, who will give you all these reasons why you should, or friend who shouldn't, why you shouldn't do it and why you can't do it. So the cannot is a huge part of 3D energies. And this cannot is what keeps us stuck. And the more the stress, the more the anger, the more the cannot. We buy into the, I can't do this. It won't happen for me. Other people are luckier, because it's so stressful to think otherwise. It's safer to think of stress and prepare for the worst case scenario than preparing for the best case scenario. But in 4D, which is the place of the heart, it is the place of emotions, it's the place of relationships. And everybody knows this. When we come from a heart-based communication, when we come from heart-based service, when we come from heart-based giving, all relationships flourish. And this word, the word relationship, is the key between 3D and 5D. Because where 3D is about the mind, 4D is about the heart, 5D is about the knowing. You know how many times you've had this voice say, don't do this, don't have that extra piece of chocolate cake, but you've gone ahead and done it? That voice of knowing is the strongest in 5D. In 5D, we have authenticity. In 3D, very rarely do we have authenticity, because in 3D, we are busy staying in unhappy relationships because they provide a roof over our head or company or even money. We're busy staying in jobs that don't really satisfy our souls, again, because they give us some sort of financial security. We do things we don't really want to do, but the fear is so high that it makes us do those things. In 5D, we're authentic, meaning whatever we do, whatever we touch, wherever we work, wherever we go, whatever relationships we have, we feel good, safe, and strong. In 5D, we have ease. And this is something that I have noticed very often. Even though a lot of people are turning to healing because that is one of the industries of the future, the bionic stand-up comedy and healing,
Yes.
the thing that most people want is that overnight solution. And when that doesn't happen, it gives rise to a lot of frustration and helplessness because there is no ease with the process. In 5D, there is a lot of ease because in 5D, you're using your authenticity, you're using your knowing, you are using your gifts, you're using your psychic abilities, you're using your instincts, you're using your intuition. It makes life very simple. And simplicity is another key word in 5D. 3D has a lot of complications because that's how the mind works. If I do this, they might say that. If they say that, then I'll have to do this. Oh, I may as well not begin at all. In 5D, it's everybody's supporting me. Everybody's got my back. Everybody is conspiring to make me have the life of my dreams. And because of the ease and simplicity, there's always speed in 5D. You do something that falls into place instantly, that's 5D. In 5D, you do not have the sense of constriction, restriction, and jailedness of 3D. In 5D, you have freedom. And freedom means power. It means choice. It means having the right to take the decision that you want to take. Not because society expects you to take it, your family expects you to take it, your friends expect you to take it, your partner expects you to take it, your children expect you to take it. In 5D, you have got ease, simplicity, speed, freedom, authenticity. It is a nicer place to live in. At the same time, I don't want to give you the impression that 5D is a place. It's not. 5D is a time. 5D is a vibration. You know how every time you've manifested good, you've accessed 5D. It's like Andrea said, you know, she's having a difficult time because she has a difficult husband. She doesn't want to leave him. But for her, it is being able to handle the ups and downs. Ease is coming into the relationship without expectations that the husband change, because that's one of the other things that takes place a lot in relationships, right? You want your child to change. You want your mother to change. Yeah. So there's that ease means Andrea's accessing 5D every time she uses the decrees, because the decrees are just words that make you shift from 3D vibration through 4D vibration into 5D vibration. And remember what I said in the beginning. Shift means transformation. If you're shifting, you're transforming.
That is so beautiful. So what you're saying is that you still can be in charge and kind of maintain a 5D vibration, and as you slowly let go of the 3D vibration?
I love the sentence you just said, Eram, because you used another aspect of 5D, which is charge. 3D is about control. In control, you're always trying to force and manipulate the free will of the universe or your partner or your family or your friends. And control never works. I mean, how do you like it if somebody would control you? But in 3D, a lot of us try a lot of force behaviors to try and control money, either to try and control how the money will come or to try and control how the money won't be spent. In 5D, there is ease in the relationship with money. And so it's not so much about what you are getting or what you're having to pay out. It's that you have a healthy, happy, in charge relationship with money. In 3D, money is in control of us. In 5D, we are in charge of the money.
And money is there to serve. I love that. So would you say that 5D health and 5D wealth are also very different from 3D wealth and health?
Very much so. Again, if you just remember these few words, authenticity, ease, simplicity, speed, freedom, taking charge instead of taking control. The moment you apply that to your body and your health, the moment you apply that to your money and your finances and wealth management, you are accessing 5D. Ease is a huge aspect of 5D. When it's easy, it works. So when I say that 3D is complicated with the way that the mind thinks with all of these negativities, the one secret ingredient for 5D is positivity. At the same time, we know this. We know that being positive is a better vibration than being negative. Why is it so hard to do? Because our 3D-based programs are so deeply entrenched primarily in our reptilian brain. You know the hindbrain where your occipital lobe is? So 3D is about surviving and 5D is about thriving. When you've had days where you feel your most productive best, you're most positive, and you fall asleep satisfied, you've accessed 5D.
Beautiful.
However, there is one secret ingredient to positivity. Can any of you all tell me what it is, or what do you think it is? What's the secret to positivity? What's the secret to 5D?
Trust?
Definitely one of the things. Definitely one of the things. And I'll give you a hint. Last year, 2020, was preparing us for this.
What is it, Nidhu? Now you've gotten me curious.
Does anybody on the group have anything to say? What are they saying?
If anybody wants to answer on the webcast, do it quickly, guys, because the webcast takes a couple of minutes to, let's see if somebody answered. I don't have any answers yet. Patience. Somebody said patience. Is it one of those?
Superb. Patience is getting close to it. Yes, very much so.
So resilience. How about resilience?
Resilience is fantastic. Resilience is stronger in positivity, but you can be negative and resilient as well. You can be resiliently negative.
What did 2020 teach us? In my opinion, so here are some more answers. There's mindfulness, there's flowing.
Nice.
Trust. Again, somebody else said trust, faith, connection to people, and letting go of fear.
Beautiful. Of course, all of these are aspects of positivity.
Gratitude.
But there's one ingredient that you cannot have positivity without. And it's the simplest thing. And again, we know this. It's hiding in plain sight. Last year taught us to take things a little easy and slow down. And the secret ingredient to positivity is relaxation. If you are not relaxed, you cannot be positive. In positivity, there is guaranteed relaxation.
That's true.
That
Very
relaxation, true. Right? In fact, why don't I take you all through a 1-minute process to come into relaxation right now? Like, just gauge for yourselves how much is your stress, how much is your anger, how much do you think are your limitations or your negativities. Just get a number for yourself. Eram, what about you?
Say that again. What's the question, Nidhu?
So just check on the negativity, check on anger, check on stress, check on worries, tensions, whatever is bothering you right now that won't let you relax.
Okay. So it can be any of those, or it can be something else. Whatever is not letting me relax. It can be something else.
Yeah.
It's a 8.
And where do you feel it in the body?
Stomach.
Okay. And everybody, I am sure you've got your numbers in. Are you ready? And Eram, you would just say yes.
Yes.
Have a sip of water. Okay. And here is the first of our one-word decrees. We haven't spoken about what decrees are. For now, just take them as a word or a set of words. Starting.
Okay.
Unwind. Unwind. Unwind.
Unwind.
Unwound.
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 Unwound. Release.
Unwound.
Release.
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 Wow.
Eram, where it was an 8, check how much it is now.
It's 0. It's gone.
Fantastic.
That
and
is amazing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Woohoo!
How was everybody?
That was so cool. Oh my goodness. So we started with unwind and then unwound and then release. That was so cool. Ooh, wow. Did you guys try it? And let me know, please, on the webcast. How did it go? Go ahead. Did you what?
Absolutely. Yeah. Could you feel it shifting and releasing? Could you feel it actually melting away?
I felt it unwinding when you said unwind. I felt that. And it had already shifted quite a bit by the time we get to unwound. And then when we got to release, I felt it. I just felt like this coolness coming over, yeah. So I felt just the lifting up of energy. That's what I felt.
And I haven't even given you the right. And I haven't even given you the word that's even faster than these.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
And what's that? When are you going to do that?
Yeah. Well, first, I just want to make sure that everybody has experienced it. And how relaxed are you feeling right now?
How relaxed am I feeling right now?
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I am feeling a 9.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, cool.
Amazing.
So a lot of people wrote in. A lot of people wrote in and they said, yeah, everybody felt the shift except one person. Wow. Okay, so a lot of people are talking about how they went into a space of lightness, how their heart feels easier, lighter. Beautiful, beautiful. So a lot of people have had that except one person who said, I didn't feel a shift. I wonder if you can write again, Julie. Maybe it hadn't shifted then and maybe it's shifted now. And Susan said, I actually feel better. I started crying. Why was that? Well, honey, that's a release. That's a beautiful release.
Correct.
Whatever release for you, that just accept it as a blessing.
Correct. And also we can start crying when we get very overwhelmed with change. You're transforming right now. And that transformation might be fearful in the system. It also tells me that you've been living with a lot of stress and you don't think that you're worthy and deserving of having an easier life. Would that be correct?
Mm.
And Julie, the only time you don't experience a shift, actually you do experience it, but if your awareness has been taken up by chronic anger and chronic stress, where you're getting numb in the body, your awareness will not mark the shift for you because you're busy battling. In anger, we always find reasons to fight. Fighting takes up maximum amounts of our bandwidth and our energy. And you can easily see how when it comes to money, if you're busy battling to get money, battling to pay off bills, stressed out about them, all the energy has gone there. In 5D, awareness is mandatory. In 3D, mindlessness is usually taking place.
Yes. So true. Very, very true. So awareness is very, very important, my dear. Susan wrote back. She was the one who said she had started crying, and she said, yes, Nidhu is correct. So what you were saying about why the crying takes place, she said that is very correct. And Julie, please let us know if what she said, my pulsing neck pain. So she had done it for her neck pain, and she said, my pulsing neck pain is the same, and my fear is that these practices never last for me. So she has that going on.
I'm so glad you brought that up. And there could be a fixed point of view that you do it once and never have to do it again. But that's like asking Mother Nature to have just one rose bloom one time. There is a continuous cycle of brushing your teeth every day, combing your hair every day, going to the gym, if you go to the gym every day or every second day. Once you have gotten the muscle developed, there is always maintenance. And I also want to say this, my darling, that healing is a journey. And healing is about the magic of daily life. It is about you doing what you can do every day. You know, it's like I forget his name. He's a legendary boxer, Joe Louis, legendary boxer, and he said, in the ring, I become recognized as the champion, but it's only recognition. The becoming of the champion took place on a daily basis in the daily things I did. And what we want is to move from being victims in 3D to being champions in 5D. And that means you taking care of brushing your teeth on a daily basis. And look at this, it's one word. And I still haven't given you the word that's even faster than this.
Okay,
it's
let's try that.
Word.
And Julie, try that, please. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And by the way, Nidhu, I just want to address this question. The practice you just gave us, people can use this at home with whatever they want, the way you said it, right?
Absolutely. You can use it for yourself. You can use it for your family members. You can use it for your friends. You can use it for an angry, stressed out boss who's taking it out on you in the practice of the decrees. And this is something that I make sure I do because the decrees are a 5D language. And as languages go, you know, it's like the movie Eat, Love, Pray. When it came out, all of us learned the Italian word of attraversiamo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct. But till now, till I reminded you, you didn't use that word. But when the book came out, a bunch of us put attraversiamo as our status. We spoke about it, we chatted about it, we loved it, we wanted to say it the way it was being said in the movie, but we didn't practice it. And when you don't practice the language, it dies out. So continuously practicing the language is crucial to what you do on a daily basis. Some things do take time. Warren Buffett has this lovely quote where he says, you cannot make a baby in 1 month by making 9 women pregnant. So some things do take time. The longer you have lived with anger, especially unresolved, unacknowledged, hidden, buried, old anger, the longer you have lived with stress, especially hidden, buried, old, unresolved stress, the longer it will take. And when I say longer, I don't mean months. I mean it will take some days. Because with the decrease, everything is about seconds and minutes. All right. Before I give you the word, can I give you the word to completely release the blocks to receiving more money?
Ooh, yes, please.
Yeah. So one of the things that we're going to be doing in March is that we're going to be having a goal, very reasonable goal, like a goal of $50,000. So $50,000 we must have ease with, simplicity with, speed with, freedom with. We must be in charge of this journey towards $50,000. So I just want you to, first of all, say received when I say this particular sentence, and then check how it's making you feel. $50,000 on your way received right now. Lovely. $50,000 to you right now. Received. $50,000 approved for you now. Received. Thank you. What is the ease of saying received? Like on a scale of 0 to 10, how was it for you, Eram? Were you able to say it like and felt the received? Because the moment you say received, you would have had a reaction in the body.
Yeah, it was absolutely easy. Like no resistance.
Fantastic.
Whatsoever.
Fantastic. Superb. So basically what that means is we've got to up the figure and we've got to make it 100,000 USD. So try this now. Continue to say received as I continue to send you the money energy, which is $100,000 to you now. Received. $100,000 on their way to you right now. Received. $100,000 approved for you now. Received. Thank you. $100,000 in your bank account now.
Yes, received.
Fantastic.
I can see it actually. The image popped up. I could see it.
Fantastic. Fantastic. For those of y'all who had difficulty, on a scale of 0 to 10, rate the difficulty in receiving this, because I'm sending it to you energetically, which will translate into some sort of money for you in 24 hours. Either you will get some money or you'll get a money message.
All right. So you have to tell us, why don't we talk to them? I mean, do you want to just talk to them if they had this difficulty in receiving? Okay. So you have to be on the phone lines, guys. Press *2 to raise your hand. And what I'm going to do is I'm lowering everybody's hands right now. And now you can raise your hand by pressing *2. And what Nidhu is going to ask you is, did you have any, on a scale of 1 to 10, did you experience any difficulty? 10 being it was very easy, 1 being it was not easy at all. Okay? So let's go with number 1. Who is that? 678 area code. You are on. Oh, somehow we just lost her. 678, are you there? Somebody's unmuted. All right,
hello? Hi.
I don't know what happened. No, I just lost her in the, somehow she dropped her hand and I can't find her on the queue. Okay, country code 44. I think England.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Hi, it's Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. Did you do this exercise just now?
Yeah, I mean, I raised my hand because I was thinking that hopefully there'll be chances for healing for health, and that's my main priority. But yeah, I did do it, and I definitely have an uncomfortable feeling in my stomach.
Wow. So what the decree ended up doing was reveal a block.
Yeah.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how much is this discomfort?
It's probably like a 5. It just feels like it just doesn't fit.
Correct. And check now.
Did you say check now?
Yeah, I'm just trying to tune in.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it does feel easier. I think it feels more
Fantastic.
comfortable.
Excellent. And check again.
Yeah, it definitely feels, it doesn't feel completely at ease, but it definitely doesn't feel like it did.
Fantastic. I was doing the decree in 1 second, like it takes just a second, right? So here's what Andrea is going to say. And for all of you all who can identify the nature of the block, like for Andrea, it is discomfort in the stomach. What is the nature of the block for you? Is it pain? Is it tightness? Is it a building up of pressure? Is it an uneasiness? Just identify that. And then, without repeating after me, just receive from the decree right now. Andrea, on a scale of 0 to 10, where it is 5, the discomfort, how much is it now?
I'm trying to like say with a sentence what you said about the money to try and get the feeling to come. Hold on.
Does this mean the discomfort has gone completely already?
Yeah, but it only kind of comes on when I am, you know, when you say about I'm going to have the money and I say received. I'd say it's probably about a 3.
I'll go with 3. Gone. All gone. And check.
Yeah, it's definitely less. It feels a bit strange. Like I feel like I probably will recognise that it's gone later. It just feels a bit weird now.
Fantastic. Strange, weird, no. 5D is lightness, gladness, brightness.
Yeah.
Are you feeling these 3?
Not completely, but that's another story because I've got a health problem like that affects my brain. So that's sort of why I'm on the call.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about this health problem.
It's a chronic situation. I've been ill for 20 years, like my whole adult life. But it's manifested itself into neurological symptoms, mental, psychological symptoms, and like it looks like it's some sort of inflammation, Lyme disease, mold illness, that sort of thing, but it's mainly my brain that's affected all the time.
And what is the biggest symptom of this that distresses you the most?
The feeling in my head, but mostly if I had to choose is I can't get my brain to work and I can't feel my feelings or have my own thoughts. It's like paralysis in my brain.
So paralysis in the brain. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much is that?
About an 8 to 9.
Gone. all gone. And check, how much is it now?
Still feels the same at the moment. I have like symptoms of my nose and the front of my head, and I think that's where the problem is. There's so much to it, it would take me hours to explain.
It's fine, because in any chronic project, especially when it's impacting so many areas of your life, it is best to start with the symptom that's most disturbing. So you're feeling something in your nose and forehead right now?
Yeah. And it makes me feel like I can't get my thoughts, like the front of my brain isn't working.
Okay. On a scale of 0 to 10, now that you can sense that something's trying to release, because the area of the forehead, bridge of the nose, carries the maximum amount of anger. Have you been very angry in your life?
Only really the frustration of my illness and obviously what it's done to me, in my life. It's a constant frustration.
Frustration is part of the family of anger. Frustration, irritation, impatience, annoyance. These are the ways that we express anger without realizing that we're actually angry. So right now, is there any frustration?
I think it's all the time. Like it's a constant all day, every day. And it feels like until these symptoms go away and I can actually be free, it's just there.
Right. If you work on your anger and your stress, they will go away, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, so is it a 10 on 10 frustration?
It's probably about an 8 if I had to go on that.
Okay, 8. And where do you feel it in the body?
Feels like it's everywhere, but obviously it's probably in my head a lot, like, symptoms-wise.
Got it. Frustration at an 8 in the head. Disintegrated. Disassembled. Gone, all gone. Give it just 30 seconds and check.
Okay. I can report back maybe if you want on the webcam, the webcast, whatever it's called.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't catch that.
I'm saying that I can report back on the webcast if you want, like if I give it like 10 minutes.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, where are you
because
right
I
now?
cannot.
I think the frustration side of it does feel easier.
It will, and it will continue to work because the decrees continue forever. It's just that you need to remind them once. See, I can see the area between the bridge of your nose and your hairline has already cleared up. One pathway has already formed. Check your hairline area. Is it feeling cleaner and emptier?
Not feeling any major obvious things, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, don't worry. Take your time. Let us know on the webcast.
Yeah, sometimes when I've had healing before, it sometimes takes a little while for me to notice because obviously there's a lot going on with my brain. So
that's
correct.
fine.
And there are only two things.
Can message on the webcast.
Yeah, and there are only two things going on, my girl. There's anger and there's stress. Even if you don't have to address the others, if you address the anger, frustration for you, and the stress that you're dealing with on a daily basis, I guarantee you will see results and your awareness will strengthen further for you to see the shift.
Yeah. Will you be teaching us on the call about like physical things? Obviously we're physical beings, and if you've got pathogens or allergies and things like that, or do you go from like an emotional, more of an emotional root cause?
All of them. We'd always take on the metaphysics of what's going on. Like what you've mentioned to me also tells me that you have a very deep wound of rejection and that you have not felt safe in the world very often. So So we would go there when, it's like the fear of flying. It's not just the fear of flying. It's the fear of being away from the ground. It's the fear of crashing. It's the fear of losing your family. It's the fear of turbulence. So there are always aspects to what are big projects. And you do have a big project. But I will say this, even if all you're saying is anger, gone, all gone, you will see amazing results in minutes. Like I can see further that the pathway from your bridge to your hairline has already extended. So I can see the cleaning taking place right now. So
is
you
there
will
something that I need to say and practice every day? Sorry.
Yeah, just say anger gone, all gone.
So just say that once. Just focus on the area and just say that once.
You don't even have to focus on anything. You can just say it once. You can say frustration gone, all gone.
Okay, so just once I can just say it and then just know that it's done.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. And let us know on
you.
the webcast, honey. Yeah, good
Cheers,
luck.
thank you.
And you're so welcome, and thank you, because I felt when she was talking about frustration, I felt it come up and then it was gone very quickly. So I actually felt the release. I'm glad we took the extra time with her because she really needed it. And please keep us posted.
Yeah.
I want to hear what happens in the next few minutes. Let's talk to 917 area code, New York. So we're going to go back to whatever you felt when Nidhu was doing the money decree received. So who is 917?
Hi, it's Gabrielle. Thank you so much for taking my call. I felt
Hi, Gabrielle.
9 out of 10, like comfortable with receiving the money. However, paired with some anxiety about not keeping the money and not dealing with it wisely, as I have not done in the past. That's kind of my bigger fear. Squandering it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
Hi, Gabrielle. It's good you've identified this because you've already. Hi. And, stress is a composite of fears. Stress is dangerous in the body because it's not one fear, it's multiple fears. It's a compound energy layer, which is why it can affect us so deeply. So, Gabrielle, is it a fear that you will squander it, or are you stressed that you will squander it?
I think it's the true fear, because I did manifest easily money in the past, and a few weeks later or a month later it was all gone. And I'm afraid to do this again.
Correct. So on a scale of 0 to 10, how much is this fear?
7.
Deactivate, deactivated. Disassemble, disassembled. Gone, all gone. And check.
It's down to 2.
Fantastic.
Ooh. I'm so joyful to be speaking with you and Eram, and I already jumped on your package yesterday, and I'm like, yes, March will be the month.
That's so cool. Awesome. Look how fast that fear went away, because, I was just thinking, if you have that fear that, oh no, I don't want this to happen again, guess what? You're going to block it even from coming in because you're so scared of losing it. So it's so important to release that fear. I'm so glad because, 2 basically means that it's probably all gone and you're just feeling the remnants of the energy, which is still shifting. So very cool.
Absolutely.
Very good job. Thank you. Thank you, Gabrielle.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks to the both of you.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
There's one more test I want us all to do when it comes to money. Because in March, which is the traditional financial year closing, is the time for taxes. Whether you run a company, whether you are paying taxes, whether your partner is paying taxes, whether your spouse is paying taxes, there's invariably stress and pressure around this time. You know, and I'll also say this, it's exactly like you said, Eram. In the fear of squandering it, we may not even attract it. In the fear of paying the government, we may start making our income lower.
So true.
Like, so on a scale of 0 to 10, how much is the stress, the pressure, even the anger of giving money to the government? Like, what does the government do? Look at the state of our land. Look at the state of our forests. Look at what's going on with climate change. Whatever reason you have, what is the ease of filing your taxes, maintaining your taxes, finding the best solution for your taxes, and then paying out your taxes? Like, when I say taxes, what comes to your mind? How does it make you feel?
See, I may not be the best test model for this because I've already worked on this a lot, so I feel blessed. Okay, I feel blessed to be able to pay taxes. So let's unmute the next person. Yeah, let's unmute the next person. 703 area code. 703. Hello? How do you feel about paying taxes, my dear? Yeah, what's your name?
This is Terry. How are you?
Hi, Terry.
How do I feel about paying taxes?
Yeah.
Overwhelmed, because my husband died last year or this 2020,
so
and so, but it's okay, and just it's being relived through doing the taxes because there's just so much change, the change that happened,
and the preparation,
so with all the change that happened,
that. So
so I'm having to.
I totally get that. Totally get it. So overwhelmed, Nidhu. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how strong is the overwhelm?
I think it's a 10. I've been working on trying to get it lower.
Okay,
but,
that's okay. It's a scary thing. Taxes are. I mean, the whole preparation thing is scarier than actually paying the money. I get it.
I think it is. It's true. Yes, and not knowing how much you're going to get blessed.
Your husband used to do the taxes. Was it your husband that always took care of it? Yeah,
he did the tax. I mean, I helped him get it together, and then he sat down. Yeah, so.
Right. Yeah, because as women, it's also the paperwork and dealing with all these numbers, right? These numbers and these figures. So, Terry, where do you feel the 10 overwhelmed?
Excuse me?
Where do you feel the 10 overwhelmed? Yellows? Hi.
Yes, I didn't know. I couldn't hear what you said. When I feel the overwhelm, it's a 10. Yes.
Where do you feel? Where in your body? Do you feel
in my
the
stomach.
overwhelm?
In my stomach. My stomach has been going crazy. Yes. Whew.
Removed. And check.
It's a little bit less, yeah.
Removed. And check.
I'm getting more relaxed.
Dispelled. Expelled. And check.
I can feel movement.
Dissolved, resolved. And I've already given you so many, so I'm going to give you 30 seconds to process them.
Oh, much calmer. Much calmer. Thank you.
Awesome. So where it was 10, how much is it now?
At 2. It's like a 2, I think.
Yay! And just say gone.
Which is much.
Yeah. Just say gone, all gone. Yeah.
Gone, all gone.
And check.
Yeah, it seems gone. I think it's gone.
Yeah, fantastic.
Beautiful. You got this.
Thank you so much.
You got this. You can totally do this. Trust me. You got this.
Thank you.
Woo. You're so welcome. So proud of you. I remember when I literally did this, Nidhu, where when FHTJ took off in the beginning and I was single, and then I just got, there was a telesummit that went under. It was a big telesummit of Texas, and they had some weird, the Texas Workforce Commission did something with them, and they went under because of that. So I was gripped with fear of the authorities. Like, it wasn't about evading taxes. It was about making a mistake on my taxes. And for a few years, I used to be terrified of the IRS and of, the authorities. And I knew, being a summit owner and understanding energy, that if I am fearing this, I'm basically pulling it into my reality. So I did a lot of work on that. So now I'm like, oh, I'm so blessed to be able to pay taxes. It's different now. But I remember how scary it was. So
correct.
Okay.
In fact, thank you, Eram. I'm going to add that bit, the fear of making mistakes onto the work that we're going to do in March. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Because in the U.S., it's so confusing, especially, as she was saying, there's so much has changed, and there's all these new rules and laws, and like, oh God, what is this and what is that? And yeah, so thank you. All right, let's talk to one more person, and then we're going to talk about Nidhu's really awesome package. These is so much fun watching people shift so dramatically. So I'm going to take one more caller. We'll talk about Nidhu's package, and then we'll come back, have some more fun. So we'll do more one-on-ones. All right, next number is 717 area code.
Hello?
Hi there.
How are you? Hi, Eram.
Wonderful. Hi there. So who is this?
This is Diane.
Hi, Diane. So, did you have any of those blocks about the when we were talking about manifesting money?
Yes. Actually, when I said received, I said it like with a happy face and what I thought was good energy, but then I felt it in my chest, right in the center of my chest. There was some, like, it wasn't letting it in. It was like a little bit of a tightness.
How is it now?
It's still there. It's it's still there.
All right. Let's take care. Yeah. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much is it?
Oh, it's probably a 5.
Okay. Tightness in the chest out of 5. Resolved, dissolved. And check.
It released a bit. Yeah, it did.
Disintegrated. And check.
There's still some there. I don't have that open feeling yet.
Okay. Melted.
Oh, that felt good.
Resolved, dissolved. Oh, I saw an opening. Check. Where it was 5, how much is it now?
Probably a 1.
Awesome. Just give it another 10 seconds because the decrees will continue to work.
Yes. I think it's gone.
Beautiful.
I feel more open, more able to breathe.
Awesome.
Thank you.
This is beautiful.
So much. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, dear. Thank you. Thank you for playing with us. This is truly, it's play. I mean, this is oh, I'm sorry, I muted you. Hang on, Diane. All right, you were saying something?
No, I was just thanking you for the wonderful work you did on me.
Thank you.
That was for Nidhu.
Thank you.
Nidhu is awesome. And see, the beauty is it's play. It's like play. It doesn't, it's not that heavy kind of healing. It's just like we're playing and boom, it's gone. It's so cool. All right, much love to you, dear Diane.
Thank you.
Thank you, Diane.
So we're gonna.
Thank you so much. Sorry, Eram. I was just gonna say you've also given me, given the group as well, a couple more words. It's fun, because ease. When you have ease with something, you will invariably have fun with it, and it's play, and it's an openness, gladness, lightness, brightness, openness. You will have that every time you have it. You're in 5D.
Yeah. And because, fun is one of my key words for the last year and this year. Fun is very important to me because,
fantastic.
If it's not fun, I don't want to do it. So it's no longer about the money. It's so interesting because my relationship with money has changed so much. I didn't really have a difficult relationship with money to begin with. But there was a lot of work, there was a lot of stress, there was a lot of this, that, and the other. And now it's really become ease and fun. If it's fun, I'm going to do it. If it's not fun, I won't do it. Money still shows up, you guys. It's what Nidhu was saying is so true. It's the energy of money is it's going to show up regardless, but how it's going to show up is up to you. It's your choice. And I'm saying this, Nidhu, because I want to address this one question, and then we're going to talk about your package, because this is so important. One of the webcast listeners, Hannah, said, I had, when you were talking about, money showing up, she said, what I had was, oh, no, someone, perhaps my dad, would have to die for me to have that kind of money. And, of course, that is like, oh, no. Yeah. So that, when something like that, because our mind immediately goes into trying to figure out how can that happen? How can I have that kind of money? And then the mind comes up with all these reasons, and they're just blocking you because it's not true. You could have that money with your dad being completely healthy, and it's not your inheritance money. It's something else. The universe is not limited. It is unlimited. So please, Hannah, you got to give that up, honey, and you got to work on this, because guess what? You are going to be blocking it otherwise, and God forbid we don't want to manifest stuff that we don't want. There's no rhyme or reason when things happen. I think that's one of the factors of 5D, Nidhu, that it's almost like miraculous zone. Which is fun.
Yes.
There doesn't have to be if you think about what's happening in the world, there's no logical reason to what is going on. Like 3 years ago, we could not have. There's no way. Even the wildest conspiracy theorists could not have come up with what's happening. It's wild. I actually, by the way, happen to believe that it's all happening ultimately for good. That's what I believe. I'm not on a crusade. I am very aware, just so you guys know, I'm quite up to date about all the conspiracy theories and all that. And I like having information, and I'm totally neutral. It's just for information's sake, because we do end up making the mistake of thinking we are in charge or we are in control. That's the better word. We are in control, but we're not. Things happen. The being who has been in charge, God, universe, divine intelligence, still is. He has not retired, and nothing happens without, divine decree. So do not get into this. I think it's It's another ploy of the ego to say we are going to get up and we are the crusaders. That is another really polarizing energy. Stay neutral. Be in awe. Like, I wonder what kind of wonderful stuff is going to happen. It's okay. So let's talk about your offer now. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Great. I was just going to say, and actually wonder is a decree as well, because it's Mercury's decree, actually. Yeah, it's wow and wonder. Wow and feels great.
Wonderful.
Wow, I wonder how that would be. It's a decree.
Yeah. Because think about the heaviness of the burden. I have to save the planet, or we have to save the planet from the dark forces. Oh my God, that's so heavy and ignorant, frankly. Talk about delusions of grandeur. No, the one who created the planet is totally capable of taking care of the planet. Our responsibility is to take care of ourselves. So let's do that. OrderJoyNow.com /Nidhu21, NIDHU 21. And we're going to talk about these mind-blowing, amazing, wow packages with Nidhu. And if you guys have, if you've had a chance while we were doing all this other stuff, please look at these testimonials. This is just a fraction of the kind of testimonials that Nidhu gets, because I see a lot of them. I have myself experienced them. I know many people that have experienced, and they've talked about it. It is just crazy good stuff. And now that we're going into 2021, we didn't even talk about a couple of things about 2021, which we will, or you can talk about them as you described the package, which was, the essential things that we need to know about 2021, how to manifest, Nidhu. And let's talk about your offer.
Well, the entire package is around the 4D, which is emotion, heart-based, relationship, 5D, wealth. So the relationship with money being easy, being simple, being quick. It's like Eram said, right? If it's not fun, I'm not going to do it. And that's what you want with the money. Because we're so caught up with the stress and thinking that stress is what will make it happen, because stress is what will make me do what is required to be done. Stress is a way of trying to control what's going on. And control never works, because control is always meant to be temporary. Control your tongue. Control your third helping of dessert. And I always laugh about this because that's a note to myself. So control is always meant to be for that moment. With 5D wealth, there is not just a ease in the receiving of more money, there is also the ease of giving money, especially if you have a tax payout coming up, because the flow of the universe is in the give and the get. Give and receive. Both have to take place simultaneously. The best way to do this with the support of the universe is to align our work with the waxing and waning cycles of the moon. 14 days in a month are programmed for release, which is the waning cycle of the moon. 14 days in the month are programmed for manifestation, which is the receiving cycle of the moon. So there is the letting go, releasing cycle, and there is the getting, receiving cycle. We release, we receive. We receive, we release. For that, you're going to get 2 MP3s. One for the waning cycle, for the clearing cycle to take place, and one for the waxing, which is to attract and manifest monies as quickly as this. Like I said this in the middle, I'll say it again. Check what happens with money in the next few hours, not even 24 hours. In a few hours.
By the way, Nidhu,
Yes?
I'm sorry to interrupt. Somebody just messaged that they got a phone call. Their son just got a scholarship. So that already happened with one of our callers.
Nice. In fact, on my calls, there are invariably such messages while the call is taking place. When I say either you'll get money or you'll get a money message means you might get a money opportunity, or the block to getting your $50,000 or your $100,000 will be revealed to you exactly how it was revealed when you did the receiving exercise. But you will have more clarity. And clarity, by the way, is an aspect of 5D as well, just as brain fog is an aspect of 3D. So 2 MP3s to make this easy.
Okay, I have to tell you something, Nidhu. This is too funny. This is so much fun. So when you said, when you mentioned that you will either get a money, I said, well, let me just check my email. What if I got a message? There's only one new message, and it's, because I had to evict my tenant who made, by the way, more than $200,000 a year and was not paying rent for a few months. And we just got the judgment filed, and the money is actually in the process of collection now. So I just got this email. that I'm going to get my 3 months of rent. I know, how cool is that? Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay.
Yes, $50,000 in there and received. Awesome. Awesome. All of y'all are going to get a message like this.
20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That is just so cool. Love it, love it,
so
love
that
it.
Is,
okay, continue, please.
Yeah. Everybody, watch out for your money message because you will get it. It is guaranteed. The only thing that does not allow us to receive the message is chronic anger, chronic stress, because that conscripts our awareness. But you will get a message, no exception. Apart from the 2 MP3s, one to be heard for 14 days in the waning cycle and one to be heard for 14 days in the waxing cycle, we also have 3 group sessions. Our major conversation is around the ease and the fun and the play of money, keeping in mind that it is the month of taxes. So we will continuously clear whatever comes up, and we have a new thing we're going to clear, which is the fear of being punished by authorities for making a mistake, the fear of making the mistake, the fear of being caught for the mistake, the fear of being judged, therefore, for the mistake. We're going to take all of the aspects that have to do with preparing your taxes. The fear of paperwork, the fear of numbers, the confusion, not having the support that you once had, like I think it was Terry who mentioned that her husband would finally sit down and do it. Because taxes have normally been dealt with the men in the family. It doesn't mean it's easy for them. So men, if you're on the call, get on and you will see not just the ease in how you do your taxes, but I guarantee you will find solutions to making your tax bracket smaller. One of the fun things that I love to do with money, and we do this once or twice a year, and I want to do it in this particular month, because as we get ready to file our taxes and pay out our taxes, we're actually making space to get in more money. Remember the cycle? Release, receive. And release is always more empowering because we are in charge of it. We are not in charge of our receiving, like Eram said as well. God has not retired. He is in charge of our receiving. But we have control over what we can let go and what we can do for ourselves and our taxes. So the other thing that we're going to do, and we're going to do this on the Potent Prosperity Day. Every month has one Potent Prosperity Day. It is Tritiya, the 3rd day after the new moon. And we're going to make our own more money prosperity oil. And you can use this oil to put on your checkbooks. You can use it to anoint your wallet. You can use it to anoint your candle work if you do candle work. And by the way, we'll be doing a little bit of fun with candles as well on our call. So this is going to take place on the Telegram group. It's very simple to do. You'll have the list of ingredients by the 1st of March. This we will be doing on the 16th of March. So you have ample time to get everything. And most of it you will probably find in your kitchen itself. You're also going to get a practice of daily decrees. 5D decrees are a language. Language requires use and more use. Everything evolves with use. As you begin to use the decrees for yourself, you will find yourself creating your own decrees. And remember, the decrees can be used for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your pets, for your plants, for whatever comes to your mind. Anything and anyone, everything and everyone, anytime, anywhere. You know, it's Radha not getting wet in the rain. It's Shilpa being able to drive out lizards from her house. It's Sumit finding that he doesn't have enough money in his wallet at the theater, and the theater gifting him tickets. It's Heidi thinking that she's expecting 500 pounds and getting 1,500 pounds. The way that the decrees work will amaze you. And that's why we have the daily decrees set as well, along with the bonus new moon entity clearing call and a full moon money communication call. These two are tiny bodies of work that I do. You have got to try the decrees for entity clearing. Whatever else you do, you must add this to your toolkit. And when I say entity, I mean entities as a generic term for everything that's dark and negative. You've just got to try it. And the full moon money communication call, oh my God, you all will get a sample of it on the 1st of March as well. And you will see how we talk to money and how money talks back. Like if we have questions, we will get answers from money immediately. It's fun. And of course, it's easy. You will also be part of the Facebook group, of course, and the temporary Telegram group. The temporary Telegram group is the place where the daily decrees will be posted, where the prosperity oil details will be posted, where your waxing and waning MP3 will also be posted. It will be one place where everything is there together. So if you have to look for something you missed a day, you can always take a look at that group. All the information will be on it. And all of this is part of package A at just $147 USD. Throw in a 10-minuter with me. You saw what we did in 1 minute and in 2 minutes. If you have a chronic project like Andrea does, you would need about 10 minutes. Imagine what we can do in 10 minutes. These are speedster sessions, and if you bung one of those in along with everything else that I've mentioned, that's package B, and that's just for an upgrade of $197 USD. We're going to be working together for all of March. We're going to take care of our 5D vibration with our wealth, and because wealth is not separate from health, it's not separate from the relationships that we have, you will see everything improving. You know how it is? It's like whatever you're dealing with is like this big ball of yarn. When you start tugging the right cord, the right wire, everything starts unwinding. Your health will improve. Your relationships will improve. Your role in the family will become better and stronger. It's like Sumati. Sumati, on her own, single-handedly cured her son's droopy eyelid. It's Kashmira being able to help her father's shoulder pain. It's Vandana being able to help her friend whose son was coming down and he was going to be quarantined for 14 days and they were in hospital, which is why he was coming down. But with the decrees, He was just kept for a couple of hours and set free to set them off to see them in hospital. It is all the ways that you can make sure that not just you, but everybody around you is also getting the benefit of your vibration. In 5D, we have the power to influence 750,000 people in one shot. In one shot, which means that as you move to 5D or access 5D more and more, 750,000 people around you are also going to be healed. Tell me, is that not a healing for Mother Earth? Because Mother Earth's healing is the healing of our individual consciousness. As our individual consciousness goes to the place of fun and ease and play and knowing, we are doing that for 750,000 people. It doesn't even take the whole world to do this work. It just takes you. Come. I'm saying we will have a good time. We will definitely have fun, and it's going to be easy. There's nothing to giving a decree once you understood how to give a decree. You all are going to be rock stars at doing it by the time we are finished at the end of the month, not to mention the ease and maybe even fun you have in paying your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us don't pay our tax. Yeah. Some
Beautiful.
of us don't pay our taxes.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, in March. But even then, do it for whenever you're going to be paying your taxes.
Beautiful. So package A with all of those goodies is only 147. Package B with a speedster session with Nidhu is 197 right now. And like she said, you will know how to do this on your own. This is fantastic stuff. It works. It's amazing. And you will be able to figure out how to do it on your own. Very, very cool. And a few messages came in. Diane said she is just feeling so good since receiving the healing from you, Nidhu. And she said it's opened my heart. And she's sending lots of blessings. Hannah, she was the one who was saying no to receiving money because, it might be an inheritance. So she sends a lot of blessings also because that really helped her to shift. All right, so some questions. Can I join the temporary Telegram group by using just iPhone, or do I need a computer?
iPhone is just fine.
Very cool.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Can the decrees be used for physical stuff, or is it just for like emotional or psychological stuff?
Very much for physical stuff as well. Although most of our cases, except for Andrea, had phisical stuff, remember I asked them, where is it in the body? That's the physicalness of the emotion. So whatever works on your emotion works on your body, works on your mind. Whatever works on your mind works on your body, works on your emotions. It doesn't matter where you start. You just start pulling that yarn and the ball will unwind. I will also say this one more time, my darlings. The magic of healing is in daily life. It's Bina being able to make sure that her child was comforted and soothed before joining a new school. It's the fact that Gary, who had migraines for 18 years, he did one speedster session. He was on the group calls as well. He did one speedster session, and now not only do the migraines hardly come, but when they come, he can handle them on their own. You know, it's Ruchi getting her phone to work after her daughter dropped it and the power button broke in a Mercury retrograde. Stephanie found her lost mails like that. Radha found her deleted folder like that. So it's about using magic in your daily life. Anything and anyone, everything and everyone, anytime, anywhere. And I have to tell you, I have to share this, Eram. So Alice, who's very sensitive to presences of, spirits and entities, she dreamt that there was an entity. And in her dream, she gave the decree. And she woke up and the house was clean and her aura was clean. Yeah. But Alice speaks the decrees. She speaks 5D. So, it's such a muscle memory that even in a dream, she could shift the energies into 5D and have this particular being leave.
Love it. I love it. Well, we did cover this, Isabel. She's saying, can you please cover one of the topics, which was you may not be blocked, but you may be stopped. What did you mean by that? So we did cover it. If you wanted to say it very quickly, and then I'll take a couple of callers.
So the two stoppers are unresolved anger and stress, because they are both heat-producing, fire-inducing, inflammation-causing in the body. In fact, if everybody will just close their eyes, I want you to see yourself standing in front of a building. And now I want you to think about the inflammation, acidity, anger, stress that you are facing. And I want you to see what happens in the building. I want you to see which parts of the building catch fire. The dimension that you are working in is the 6th dimension, where you are seeing all of this take place. You have all the tools
so I saw
required.
So I saw it like it's a really tall building, and the middle part kind of, it's not in flames, but it just got lit up.
Nice. So lit up is fabulous because you want to go in there. But if you found flames and fires, please call upon whoever you want, including just angelic beings, and see the fire being doused out. See these divine firemen in their fire engine coming and completely dousing these parts of the building and cooling them down. There'll be smoke, there'll be darkness, maybe the walls of the building are blackened, but it's your building and you are in a dimension where everything is possible and nothing is limited. So I want you to go to these places in the building and I want you to see them start getting painted. Go to the rooms in the building where the fire was and has been doused out. Thank the firemen. Open the windows. There will suddenly be windows there. Allow for all the smoke to move out, all the excess carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide to go out. Start seeing the room being painted. It's going to happen instantly. Start seeing the rooms having fresh furniture. Put an AC on in these rooms. Let there be coolness. If you need to completely redo the facade of the building, which is the front of the building, please do so. Your new building awaits you. Walk into the building, close the lovely, magnificent door behind you, and return to my voice. And check how you're feeling.
Beautiful. That was beautiful. So if you guys want to send your comments into the webcast, we'll check those. Meanwhile, I just thought, Nidhu, that I sit here in Pakistan, but half of my heart is in Texas. Can we do some clearing for what's going on in Texas, please? I heard there might be a second wave, but majority of Texas people are now facing a dire water shortage, which is just another really big problem looming on the horizon for Texas.
True. In fact, water is the oil, actually. In the end, we will be fighting wars for water more than oil. So true, Eram. So true. The first thing to do when we are faced with a catastrophe or a looming crisis in the world is to take a look at what is this triggering in you. At the end of the day, and this is another word for 5D, it's accountability. If it's showing up in our space, we are part of that co-creation. Somewhere that water shortage has something to do with us. So see how it is triggering you and tell me what that response is like when you think about it. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel despair? Does it make you feel hopeless? And even without identifying it, you can just say, I get this particular feeling. Even that's fine. And I'm going to begin clearing it.
I feel
as soon
sad. Did you hear that, Nidhu? I said, I just feel sad. I just feel sadness.
Sad. And on a scale of 0 to 10, how much is the sadness?
8 in my chest.
Okay. Everybody, please take a sip of water and say, this is for Texas. And just have a sip.
This is for Texas.
Eram, check your sadness.
Four. It's a 4.
And check again.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing. It's gone. Wow.
Yeah. How are you feeling about Texas now?
I saw just smooth streams of water running through Texas.
Fantastic. Eram just healed Texas. All of y'all who did this, if y'all had sadness, whatever it was, I was clearing whatever came up. Think about Texas. How are you feeling about Texas now? Eram's just healed Texas. Y'all are just healing Texas. And that's how simple it is, my darlings. Whatever it is that you're dealing with in 5D, we will take care of it in seconds. I mean, is this not a 1-minute miracle?
So beautiful. Somebody just wrote in from San Antonio, Corazon, and she said, I am so relaxed. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you know what? Yeah, you know what relaxed means, right? It means you're in 5D.
5D, yes, yes. Beautiful. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yes, if you get a chance, if you didn't do it just now, please make sure when you listen to the replay, do it. Our friends in Texas need this. So it's just, all right. So there's a question for the 10-minute session with you. Can it be done remotely?
It can. Absolutely. It'll be done at the time that you choose. You'll have the option on the scheduling calendar. But yes, very much so.
Awesome.
I will drink water for
somebody
you,
else
and I will do it for you.
Awesome. Somebody else just wrote in, said, not all angels show up on planet Earth with wings. Some have invisible wings, and one of them is Nidhu Kapoor. I concur. Beautiful thing to say.
Thank you.
Lovely,
I say that for you all,
lovely.
and I definitely say it for Eram as well. She is doing so much work in the world, you guys. You've got to check out this video of hers that's gone absolutely viral, and the kind of work that she's doing for women, especially in the East. It's magnificent, Eram. Hats off to you. And more power to you.
Thank you, my dear. And don't forget that you have been a great help. So thank you to you as well. I think we have time maybe to take one more call and I haven't forgotten because a couple of people reminded me there was still that one magic word that Nidhu was supposed to give us, and we kept talking about other stuff. So we'll take that also. But before we do the one word, there's been somebody on an international phone, again from England, all this while just with their hand raised. So let me go ahead and unmute them. You are unmuted now. Oh no, they just left.
Oh dear.
Right before I was about to unmute them. Okay, so I'm just going to go down the line. All right, 250 area code, you are on. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Hello.
Do you have any question regarding any of this stuff?
I've actually heard Nidhu do her decrees before. I was, but I'm just somebody had said it before. It's actually keeping the money and not manifesting the money. I seem to have not a problem with manifesting money, but keeping it seems to flow out quicker than it flows in.
Okay. Well, hi, Tina, and
hi.
Thank you for having been there on other calls as well.
Oh, it's okay. No problem.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how much is the block to keeping money?
I'd say probably an 8.
And where do you feel it in the body?
In my stomach.
All right, my darling. So a block is always something physical. In fact, when you think of a block, you might think of a wooden block, you might think of a cemented block, you might think of a steel block. Whatever it is, you've just got to use this one magic word for it. And the word is, Tina, are you ready?
Yep.
The word is disintegrated. So,
disintegrated.
Tina, disintegrated. Blocks to keeping monies, disintegrated. Tina, check how much is it now where it was an 8?
3.
Fantastic. That wasn't even, what was that? Yeah. And that wasn't even 3 seconds. And by the way, once you said disintegrated, you can just wait. Okay, I ended up saying it again to explain, but we needn't have said it again. Like, Tina, just check where it was 8, became a 3 in like 3 seconds. How much is it now?
I'd say it's a 1. My stomach is actually, it was bloated. My stomach actually feels like it's like a balloon. It's just, the ears come out.
It shrunk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have phenomenal results with bloating because one of the symptoms of anger is acidity. And if you have acidity, then guaranteed there will be some amount of fibromyalgia in the body and there will be distension and bloating of the belly. But it is incredible how the decrees work. I had this one girl and she was having a bad day. She was having this acidity attack. Her tummy was completely bloated. And somebody in office said, have you put on weight? And so on top of the bloating, there was also suddenly this deflated confidence. There was this body shame. There was this embarrassment. We did just a speedster session. In 5 minutes, her bloating had gone. Her confidence was up. She was back at work, working at her normal, usual speed. Tina, where it was an 8, became a 3, became a 1. How much is it now?
Oh, it's gone.
So when you say disintegrated, completed with gone, all gone. Okay. In fact, let me quickly run you all through this one. Blocks to receiving $50,000. Disintegrated. Gone, all gone. Blocks to receiving $100,000. Disintegrated. Gone, all gone. Take your time, process your shifts. If you're still on the call, tell us how you're doing. But please stay hydrated and remember, have one sip for Texas. Tina, how are you feeling?
Oh, really good. Yeah, I'm just
awesome.
completely deflated. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. That was great. Although we're having so much fun with all these decrees and the clearings, unfortunately, we have come to the end of our time. I want to read one comment. This is from Mia. This is about the burning exercise, the burning building exercise. She said, the building exercise was amazing. I had a burning in my stomach and neck pain before doing this, and now it is gone. I will be definitely signing up for the March course. Thank you, Nidhu. Yeah, Nidhu has a lot of these amazing exercises, and really this is, as she was saying, it's about learning the language. So she's got a lot of these amazing frequency hacks that, you can access the 5D frequency through these hacks, which is really cool. And, they're fun and they're different. So your mind stays engaged and it's not bored, and you just have fun with it. So I love the work. Yeah, and make sure you sign up. Don't miss out on this group that's going to be starting and all the fun that people are going to be having, because 2021 is really going to be a game changer, you guys. I'm sure most of you know it. People have been talking about it. It's going to be a really big game changer. So orderjoynow.com/Nidhu21. And my dear, we are at the end of our time together. Do you want to share something else? Did we miss anything before we let you go? We have about 3 more minutes.
I just want to send so much love to everybody for being on the calls. It was late in India, but I know you all showed up, and I appreciate you very much. It's really easy to take charge of your healing journey, especially because 2020 was preparing us for 2021, which is the year of active ascension. Active ascension means that all of us will be pushed towards 5D. But you, in taking charge of 5D by speaking the language of the 5D decrees, you all will have a head start on everybody else. I cannot wait to share with you all the work that we're going to do on having ease and lots of fun and play with money in March. I look forward to seeing you. Big hug, everybody. Namaste from India.
Lots and lots of love to everybody. And, of course, a big hug and lots of love and blessings for Texas. And to you, Nidhu, thank you so much. It is always a pleasure, my dear. And just remember, to our lovely listeners, I know that it wasn't just Texas that got affected by this weather, but Texas is the worst affected right now. So all of you all, anywhere in the world right now, sending you lots of blessings and love. And let's have some fun and start shifting. Take care, and bye-bye for now.